What's up, y'all? It's your girl Faith and welcome back to another video. A lot of people have been asking me like, where have you been? You know, like, where's the content? Are you still doing content? So let's get into it. I feel like I haven't done like a sit down video in like a long time, and it's not just gonna be sit down. I'm gonna really carry y'all along the day with me, but I haven't like brought y'all up to speed on like how life has been, what's been going on, what have I been doing, where you been, where's the content, y'all. Life be lifing. I don't care what nobody tell you. Your 20s, I don't even have a word for it. It's very ghetto, but it's beautiful. But it's very ghetto. But everybody been like, where have you been? What's been going on? Y'all, I am in my 20s. I'm doing what I feel like everyone in their 20s can relate to, or should have done, or should be doing, or is doing now if you're in your 20s. I'm living, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm crying, I'm falling, I'm getting back up, I'm maturing. I mean, should I go on? I mean, life has just been lifing, and like I said, I don't care what anybody says, the 20s are very ghetto, but it's a beautiful thing. Like, the journey that I have been going on the past year, a couple of months, I mean, I have just truly seen the growth in me and in like my relationship and just like my relationships in general. I've seen the growth, but I mean, to get there, y'all,
that has been working on.
But no, some things I do feel like don't belong in front of the camera. Like, I am relatable, but some stuff you just deal with in private, and then I can come back on with y'all and kind of like recap my experience in my own way. But I feel like some stuff just doesn't need to be documented or things like that. Like, some stuff just needs to be personal and in the moment, and that is something that I'm learning, because I was always trying to get content and I feel like I was missing out on the actual moment itself. Like, I would look back and be like, dang, like I really wasn't in the moment. So I just been living. I just don't feel like everything needs to be on camera. Nah. I'm just playing with y'all. I don't think I would ever, or I don't know if I would ever truly stop content creation, because it's truly a passion project. Like, I started it for a reason. So I don't know if I would ever really just like stop, but I'm definitely learning different aspects and avenues of the content creation world. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would ever really truly stop, but over the past couple of months, in the past year or so, I've just been learning new things about myself, and not necessarily new, like learning things about myself and really coming to terms with those things. Content creation, like promoting and being like a content creator and an influencer and things like that, it really, for me personally, became really draining. Like, I still work a full-time job, y'all. Like, I don't know if people realize that, but I still work a regular full-time job, a 9 to 5. So doing content creation and trying to keep up and maintain it, and just what it takes to do content creation on that side, as far as being a content creator and like making that your whole kind of thing, I feel like it just really wasn't meshing well like I thought it was. Like, in the beginning, like, it was something nice and fun that I was doing, and then when I was like, oh, like I could really make this a business, and I was seeing some kind of lucrative outcome from it, I was like, oh, okay, like this is obviously what I'm supposed to be doing. And over time, like, I enjoyed it, but it definitely did start to drain me, and I was experiencing like serious burnout. Like, things were ramping up at my full-time job, and then I was also like having brand deals and stuff on the side with me being a content creator, and it was really starting to burn me out to the max. Like, when I say burn me out, it was getting a little scary. But during that time, it really made me start to reflect internally, and just as I also continue to build my relationship with God, I felt like I wasn't really hearing from God. Like, I've talked about this for a long time, and I've been rediscovering my relationship with God as an adult, because it's really different versus kind of like when you're a child. Like, you kind of just grow up in church and you know right from wrong, and you know of the Bible and know of God, and I have my understanding of God. But as an adult, like really leaning into your own understanding and really putting in the work to build your own relationship is different than when you're a child, because I mean, like, you're the one putting in the work. It's not like somebody telling you like you have to go to church. Like, it's a choice, but that's a whole other conversation. But as I'm growing my relationship with God, I just felt like I wasn't hearing from him. And I just feel like I was kind of like aimlessly going through life. Like, I still sometimes feel like that, but I feel like I'm getting more clarity, and that's something I'm still wanting to pray about. But I was like, what am I supposed to be doing with life? What is my purpose? Like, I don't know. And then something spoke to me. It was probably the Holy Spirit, but then I remember something that I talked about in a previous video. If it's for you, it'll be doors open for you. I mean, it might be a lot of closed doors. You might start small, like I did, or just in general. But if it's for you, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm saying. Like with content creation, for me, I think I was saying it earlier in the vlog, it's been kind of hard for me to like determine if this is the way that I'm supposed to be doing it. But I'm finding other kind of doors open, or other avenues. It's like, maybe it's not for me to always be in front of the camera. Like, granted, I told y'all I still will probably do it because I enjoy doing it, but maybe it's more so my gift and how I'm so, I hate using the word rigid to describe me, but I like routine, I like organization. Maybe that is helpful much more to somebody else, me doing it that way, me not necessarily being behind the scenes, because the person who run the show, we know who run the show. You could be the face of the brand or whatever, but the people behind the scenes, they truly run the show. So like helping people figure out what they do, I don't know, I feel like that's more so the avenue I'm leaning towards, and it's been really more so lucrative for me than even though my face on content is still lucrative, but helping it does fulfill me, like helping other people in that kind of social media realm. So I don't know, maybe that's what I'm leaning towards, but I feel like this is all over the place. And then I had like an aha moment, like I've talked about this before, but I was like so stuck on content creation and being an influencer because I thought that was the end goal, end all be all. But as I was growing and becoming a content creator and doing it more and more, it really, and especially like these last couple of months, this last year, like I just really kind of went through a transition. I was like really starting to look inward and like really define like my personality traits and how I am, and like what people come to me for, and like really starting to pay attention like how people perceive me, and like what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, like where like strengths and weaknesses, and it really made me think about my personality. Like, I hate to say this about myself, and I'm trying to figure out better ways to describe myself, but I feel like my personality is really structured and really rigid. Like, I know change happens and I'm okay with change, but I don't necessarily prefer it. Like, I eventually adapt to change relatively quickly, but I still have some struggles in the beginning. I don't prefer change. I like a routine for the most part. Like, I wake up, I get coffee, I take my vitamins. Like, I like a routine for the most part. I like plans. I like knowing what to expect. I won't say redundancy, because that does get boring and I don't like doing the same things over and over again, but I like knowing what I'm going to do for the most part. Like, I feel comfortable in the expectation of knowing like, okay, we need A, B, C, D done. You know, here you go. Like, as long as I know how to do it, I like to do things on my own time, get it done. I like to kind of like go ahead and knock things out and get it done so I can have freer time. But I'm really like structured and rigid. I like things in order. I like cleanliness. I like things in a certain place. And I also noticed myself doing that more and more at work. And something my manager pointed out to me, she said, Faith, you're like super organized. Like, the way you make like your out of office documents and like how you make like onboarding documents and things like that, you're super organized. And I can definitely see you growing in your career doing something along those lines to kind of pair those skills up together. And it really made me think like, okay, I'm starting to pay attention to what other people notice about me. Other people are saying like I'm really organized, and other people are saying like your videos look good, and other people are saying like, how do you do this, or I don't really know how to do this. And it really made me think about the clip that I just talked about. It really made me open my eyes, and God was opening my eyes that this is not the only avenue that you have to pursue. Because content creation, as far as maintaining the persona of a content creator and working with brands and doing brand deals and an influencer, it really started to feel like performative and forced for me, because it was a lot. Like, Instagram and TikTok and like those short form platforms, I really wanted to thrive on them, and I just wasn't understanding why, because I feel like I had all the tools. Like, I have the knowledge of understanding my analytics, and I make really good content. Like, I've worked with brands before. I make really good content. I know I'm familiar with how to, you know, work your strategy based off your analytics. Like, I'm familiar with that because I do that with my full-time job, and I just felt like I wasn't reaping the benefits, and I felt like the only thing that I wasn't offering it was consistency, because I have a full-time job, and I'm also trying to do this on the side, it started to feel performative. Like I wasn't seeing what I thought I should see out of it because I wasn't able to give it consistency. And it's just always something with, I feel like, being like labeling yourself as a content creator or influencer. Like I feel like sometimes it's very up in the air. Like it would be great months where I would have consistent money, and then it would be months where I wasn't bringing in no brand deals. And I'm like, but trying to keep up with Instagram and TikTok and all these different platforms, there's different algorithms for each platform, and in this platform you do this, and on this platform you don't do that, and in this platform the first 3 seconds matter, and in the other platform pictures matter. It's just always something to keep up with, and my brain was just going haywire. And I'm like, it started to really like push me beyond my limits, because that's just not my personality. I like knowing what I expect. I like YouTube. Like I work on YouTube for full time at my personal job. I really comprehend it. I'm growing to love YouTube more and more. And whatever people say, like YouTube pretty much for the most part remains consistent in what they offer. And I like that. I mean, I like that. In general and in all, like I don't think I would truly stop doing content creation, because I do love the art of content creation. And like I said, it's a true passion project. I started it for a reason, to like answer people's questions that people were always asking me, and like help other people along like their natural hair journey and going through life and skincare and makeup and being relatable, because I do feel like there's still a space that needs to be filled out there for that kind of creator. But I just didn't know if I can continue to present myself that way and still manage and balance everything else that I have going on in life. So with that said, like I said, I'm not straying away from content creation, but I'm learning that there are other avenues still in the media industry that can still fulfill all my like desires, but not stretch me thin. So like I said, I still enjoy making content. So now I want to do it more so focused on being a UGC creator or creating content for brands to use, and then they deal with it. So like they tell me what campaign they have going on, I make the content, and then I give it to them, and they use it however they see fit for their like social or their like websites and things like that. So I don't have to worry about posting and being consistent about it and things like that. Like I can just hand them off my finished content or my raw content depending on the brand deal or whatever, and I am done. So I still get to fulfill that aspect of doing content creation when I'm presented with the opportunity, but it's not so much pressure on, okay, I have to think strategically. Like it doesn't suck the fun out of it for me. So that's more of the route I'm leaning more so into. And I feel like I'll still pop up on Instagram, and like I don't think I'm just gonna stop making videos, even though I haven't made any in a long time, and I don't know when I'm gonna make another short form video other than the one that's kind of going with this one. But that's kind of where my head's been at. But it also made me think, which is going into my next point, of if I was feeling like this as a smaller creator, someone who doesn't even have 5,000 followers and managing a full-time job and trying to like keep up with all these platforms, I know some of other creators or bigger creators who do this full-time or who are on the cusp of leaving their full-time job or like pursuing content creation full-time. I know what it takes because I've been there, done that, and that's just not what I found joy in. But it works for a lot of people, and it's successful content creators. That just because my journey didn't end up where I thought it was just a redirection. It's not like an end-all be-all, it's just a redirection. But if I was feeling like this with less than 5,000 followers, I'm sure somebody else was feeling like this. And so I just really started to put my feelers out there, and it was a lot of creators who have like a larger scale following or on the journey of doing this full time. And I learned that I wasn't the only one feeling like this, and other creators needed help. And I said, ding, 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 I'm filling in the gap. That's the problem I am trying to solve. And I didn't realize it was such a big need out there. Like the stuff that I was doing for myself, other people need that as well. So like when it comes to building up their social media or video editing, y'all, the amount of content, like it's never the thought of like, okay, I need to film content. It's the thought of like, okay, I need to film content. What am I going to say? And then I need to edit it, and then I need to post it, and then I need to make a caption. Like it's all the other stuff that comes with content creation that people don't think about, like all the admin work, all the back end work. You just see the video that's posted, but you don't think about like, okay, somebody has to sit down and write the script for this video. You don't have to write a script, but you have to know what you're talking about. You have to film it, get your lights ready, get your setup ready. You have to actually sit down and record it. And then you have to go back and edit it, make sure it sounds good. And then you have to post it. But not only do you have to post it, it has to come with a caption, titles, and things like that. SEO, making sure it's optimized so it reaches the right audience. It's a lot of other stuff that goes into just setting up your camera. And that's where I feel like I comfortably can come in and start helping solve that problem. Because of the skill set that I have, I am knowledgeable in the social media industry because I do it full-time as a career. But I also see there is a need for actual creators and small businesses, because there's a lot of agencies and they help like bigger entertainment brands and stuff like that. But what about other industries as well who still need that social media management help? I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be, but I'm making my own lane. So I'm starting to kind of offer like some creative support services. So this is my shameless plug. But if you're a creator or a small business and you need social media help, definitely reach out to me. I'll have my portfolio in ways that you can contact me in the description box below. But I'm learning where I definitely want to refine my skills, but I'm definitely marketing myself as a YouTube strategist because I feel very confident in my ability to share my knowledge with YouTube. So that, and then a UGC content creator, so I can still do content creation and work with brands, but also social media management because I know what it takes, especially on the creator or the small business side. But really understanding your analytics so you're not just picking up the camera and recording for no reason. Definitely helping you with SEO, like which audience are you trying to reach, when you should be posting, things like that, like all the other stuff that creators don't necessarily have the time to deal with or manage as well. Like you need a team. So I'm coming in to fill the gap. So that's kind of where I have been at as far as like my content creation journey. Like I'm not straying away. It just didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to turn out. But just because it didn't turn out, or just because it was a no, it just is a redirection. I am defining my own lane. I am figuring out what I really want to do. So that's kind of where I've been, y'all, amongst many other things. Life has just been life, and I was really burnt out. I've been going through a really rough season in my life, and I want to be really vulnerable with y'all. I feel like every day I woke up, life hit me in the face again, like, life is life, and again, like every day started to feel like life was life, and like it was starting to get really dark, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people hype up working from home, and don't get me wrong, I love working from home, and I would not trade working from home for anything, even what I'm about to say. But working from home can get really mundane, and it forces you to be not necessarily an introvert, but you're stuck in the house. Like you see the same four walls, you're kind of like at your desk all day staring at a screen. It can get very mundane and routine-ish, which I like, but to an extent. So I was really starting to feel like stuck in a sense. I was waking up, fixing my coffee, sitting at my desk, and I was really starting to, and doing content creation and other stuff that was, you know, just going on in life. I was really starting to feel like down and sad, and it wasn't just for like a couple of days. Like it started to last for an extended period of time, and it got to the point where my husband was noticing, and I was noticing, and I was like, okay, like what's going on? It ain't cute. Like it's really difficult to talk about because I don't know, I just never thought I would experience some sort of like depression maybe, and the feelings were there, and the feelings were valid and they were there. So I took it upon myself to go seek professional help and get prescribed medication for how I was feeling. But wherever you're at in your stage in your journey, no judgment, no shame. However I just wanted to be relatable and let y'all know, if you're out there, you're watching this video and you're like feeling maybe some of the feelings I was feeling, you're not alone. Seek professional help. Don't take my advice as professional help, but seek professional help if you need it. But I was just really starting to feel dark, and I wasn't going out. Like the thought of going out gave me anxiety. Not like the fear of going out or leaving my house, but like the thought of going out and being social. Like it just felt like draining. Like everything felt like a never-ending to-do list. Like I have to do this, you have to pay this bill, you have to wake up and do this project and do this for work, and then like it just felt like a never-ending cycle. Like I just could not get out, and I truly did not want to do it. And the thought of like finding a hobby or like getting out of the house, as people say, it felt mentally draining. Like I literally just wanted to sleep. Like the thought of waking up and starting my day was like draining, quite honestly. So it really got to a bad place for me. But I definitely feel like I'm doing better. If you've been experiencing any type of sad feelings or depression or anxiety, you're not alone. Especially if you're a Black woman in this world, in your 20s at that, you're not alone. Seek professional help. Just a little check-in on life. Checking on your friends. Checking on your friends in your 20s at that. We're all at different stages of our life. Some of us are married, having kids, not married, single, living our best life. We're just trying to figure it out. So check on your friends in their 20s. So I know I just did a lot of rambling and speaking about emotions and health and stuff like that. I actually need to go to Target to pick up my medicine. It's for my migraines. I still get migraines. They have definitely decreased, thankfully. Like my migraines were getting intense, but they decreased. But I need to go pick up my refill, so I'm gonna scoop y'all up. We're gonna go to Target really quick. We're only going for the medicine. And then I actually need to get a pedicure, so I'm gonna bring y'all along for that. But I'm gonna chit chat with y'all on the way to Target, so let's go. Okay, so we are headed to Target to pick up my migraine medicine. But it's come to my realization that a lot of people don't realize that I cut my hair. So if you didn't realize, yes, I did cut my hair. I do have a video on that. I'll have it either linked in the description box or up here to the right, so you can click it and watch that video. But yes, y'all, I cut my hair. Might be partly due to the depression when I was experiencing it, because it was around that time when it kind of like first started, maybe. But I have been wanting to cut my hair for a while, like even before I started experiencing those emotions. But I have been wanting to cut my hair for a while. I was just always like,
well, I'm a natural hair influencer, and like if I cut my hair, who's gonna want to work with me?
Hair grow back, and I still have hair, like it's just shorter. So I've been on that journey. One day after church, after I took my braids out, if you didn't know, I had like knotless braids over the summer, and they were cute, they were a moment. But after I had took my braids out, I was like, okay. So I decided one Sunday after church, I was like, you know what, let me take these braids out, let me comb my hair out. And I went and got my hair cut one Sunday after church, and I think it came out super, super cute. I'm still like learning like different product combos, because the product combos don't hit the same when I have long hair versus when I have short hair. But I feel like the short hair just shapes my face so much better now. Like I think it's just so much cuter on me, and it makes me look like grown. Like I love this no part, and I feel like when I had longer hair like this, no part just would not hit the same. So I like that I have shorter hair. I'm just learning like what product combos work better when I have shorter hair, like making my hair curl up a little bit more in the back now that it's shorter. But it's a learning journey, so we're on this new little learning journey together. I'm still posting like my natural hair videos as far as like product combos and stuff like that and tips. So definitely go check out that video if you want to know like where I got my hair cut, how much it was, more like info about stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, I did cut my hair, but I am getting ready to park into a parking spot at Target right up here in the front. Cloud the tea. But yeah, let's go in here really quick to get this medicine. I came in here like yesterday and or Thursday, and they were like, sorry, the system's down. And I'm like, do you know when it's coming back up? They was like, I was like, all right, period. So we're back here going to get the medicine. That's it, man. Hold me accountable. Okay, y'all, we are back in the car. I love that I got my glasses to transition this pink color this time. I think this is so cute on me. Oh yeah, and I got new glasses, y'all. It was that time of the year this summer to get some new glasses, and these are cute. These are some Ralph Lauren's, and I actually went to Target Optical to get these. Who knew? And they're super cute. The process to go to Target to get your glasses is super easy, quite honestly. But yeah, they're cute. But anyways, I actually think I want to get a pedicure while I'm out as well, before Jawan get home. So let me look up what pedicure spots or what nail salons are near me based off where I'm at, where this Target is, and let's go get our toes done. Alrighty, y'all, we are headed to the nail salon. I decided I'm gonna just go to one that I've been to before. No time to be like trying new places and stuff. But left Target, we only picked up the medicine. I really been trying to be on my fruits of the spirit self-control bag. Okay, so I'm trying to like save my coins. Me and my husband are on a mission to pay off our debt and stuff, so I'm trying to save my coins. So we went to Target for one thing, which was the medicine, and that's what we got. So now I am going to get a pedicure, y'all. I think I want to do something different. I actually want to get brown on my toes. I don't know, I've been feeling the kind of cooler vibes, and I have like this cute little cheetah print design on my nails. I hope y'all can see that. But I have that on my nails. It's time to get them done, but I'm not going to get them done this weekend. I'm only getting my toes done this weekend. So I think I want to do something different than my traditional white. I think I want to try like a cute, deep, chocolatey brown on my toes. So we're going to see how that comes out. If I like it, if I like it. If I don't, we'll go back to white. But with that said, that made me think about when I was talking about like saving money and self-control. Y'all, me and Jawan next month, 2 years. Can y'all believe it, y'all? We've been married going on 2 years. Where has the time gone? I feel like just yesterday I was getting married, y'all. Your girl been married for almost 2 years. And although, like, a lot of people don't know, me and Jawan known each other since we were 11 and 12. We were in middle school, and we, like, dated in middle school. But anyways, like, we have been knowing each other for such a long time. But we were dating for almost 3 years before we got married. And we've been married for almost 2. And, y'all, 2 years, I can't believe it. The growth that we have done, even just in this past, like, 2 months is crazy. And I'm super grateful. I'm glad that we found like a church home, and we've been like growing together spiritually and becoming more one each and every day. But y'all, like, the growth, married life is where it's at. Like, I don't care what nobody tell you. Like, being single, like, I just knew I wasn't meant to be single. Like, I just knew, like, even before I like really start building my relationship with God, like, even when I was younger, like, I just knew I was meant to be somebody's wife. Like, it's just where I was meant to be. Like, out in the streets was never where I was meant to be. Like, married life is where it's at. Like, it has its ups, its downs, but I mean, like, not being married does. So I mean, like, why not share the journey together and become one with somebody and do this thing called life together? But y'all, 2 years, I just can't believe that. Like, I just wanted to say, like, shout out to us. Like, we did that. Being young, being married, being black, moving 2.5 hours away from home. Like, y'all, we did that. And we still doing that. Like, we still learning, growing together. Like, it doesn't stop here. But I mean, like, cheers to almost 2 years to us. But anyways, I have made it to this nail salon. I'm getting ready to go in and get my pedicure. So let's go.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, cause I had something to say. Blew everybody away with whatever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, why, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is unruly. Never seen her like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in her way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, cause these are dream rules. This is someone else I'm not.
Phew. Alright, you guys, it literally was pouring down as I was getting my toes done, but I have finished getting my pedicure. I got a brown. It's not the type of brown I was thinking.
Like it's more like a off brown, like a faded kind of brown. I was looking for like a cute, rich, neutral kind of chocolate brown, but it's cute. It's like a frosted brown. But yeah, y'all, it was pouring, but I am getting ready to head home. It's raining. Y'all know when it's raining, people be driving crazy. So I will catch back up with y'all when I get back home.
Alrighty, you guys, we have made it back home. I just wanted to say thank y'all for coming along with me for these little couple of hours, and I can kind of like share little life updates. I hope that this video was like valuable to you in some sort of way, whether you're dealing with some kind of emotions that you might have not wanted to share with somebody, or if you're thinking about changing careers or doing something different with your career, or if something like just didn't go as planned. Like, you're not alone. Like, I'm out here in my 20s and we just figuring it out, to be honest. So you're not alone. You have somebody relatable in me. So that's always like my mission, to like be relatable and remind people like you're not alone. Like, somebody else is probably going through the same thing, or they went through it, and you're just like not by yourself. So I know this lighting is kind of awkward because the sun is out now, and I just told y'all it was raining. Charlotte is crazy, but that is it. I hope to see you in the next one, but as always, don't forget to chit chat with me in the comments. Like, I really do like to chit chat with y'all. But that's it. I hope y'all like this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Lord help me fix my gaze upon